yourself something funky.
Hello. Same time of the week, Sunday, so you know who's coming. He's down below, around about there, waiting to come in. Before we do, we're going to talk about the weekly giveaway. Every Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday, we do a giveaway where there is a little prize. This week it is a box that is only that thin. It changes every week, but you will get the chance to win that box with its contents, obviously. Or you'll get the chance to swap it for one of them, A, B, or C. And that's drawn on a Wednesday. So everybody that goes live through the week in Nuke directly gets a chance to enter. One name will be picked out. Oh, something just fell out of there. I'll put that back in later. One name will get picked out and they'll get given the chance to play for it. Other than that, now we best get on to what we're really here for. Thanks for joining, guys. But here comes the Wacky.
Hello there.
Hello there. Evening, Colin,
You know what's
dude.
special about that box of yours?
It came from you.
Through the envelope. I had to fit through the letterbox.
Well, there is that. It does fit through the letterbox. That is a very good point.
You don't have to be in to receive it.
It also means it's cheaper for me for postage.
Yes, it does. But I wasn't going to tell him that bit.
It does mean it's cheaper for me for postage because there's always the risk that somebody in another country is going to win. And when they do, it costs me around £15 in postage. And sometimes the contents of the box isn't worth as much as what the postage is.
The postage can be ridiculous.
Yeah. So, yep. They'll get a chance between that or the 3 envelopes as usual. As we do say, there is a donkey hiding. But this week, I'm not telling you where it isn't. It could still be in this box. It might not be. It could be in there. But this week, the donkey could be absolutely anywhere. So, there you go. Other than that, on with the Spice Freak, and let's get on with it.
Well, the first thing I've got this week is a couple of sachets from Suda's Seasoning. And as you can see, this one's already been opened and, in fact, finished off. I got given this as a trial thing from my local chili shop, the chili shop in Leeds, and was told to put this on a takeaway tom yum or something, get an idea of how it added extra tom yum flavor to that. Probably not the best place for it, to be honest, because if you're adding tom yum to tom yum, you're not going to notice a lot of the tom yum.
Yep.
So in that setting, I feel like, yeah, it added a depth of flavor, but it was a little bit less than I'd hoped because, well, there was plenty of tom yum already there.
Tom yum on tom yum.
And we're trying to work out what else to do with. It's their Thai green curry. Apparently contains garlic, carrot, shallots, and sweet basil. Among other things like lemongrass and a little bit of chili. Spelled with 1 L. Right, let's see how this is.
It actually sounds just like a Thai green chili.
Smells a lot like a Thai green curry. Well, I'm making a mess of this. I'm pouring it all over my floor. Please don't let that reflect badly on the product. That's me.
I've just gathered what you're about to do. You're about to take a spoonful of powder.
Well, I'm hopefully not going to take a full spoonful of powder because that would be quite powdery. Dry and unpleasant.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
But yeah, there you get an idea what it looks like. I unfortunately don't have anything to put this on this time, but you can see there's lots of little bits of herbs in that and stuff. Smells quite citrusy, but does definitely have some of those earthy spices, including the lemongrass in there as well. Ah. That's actually very nicely flavorful.
I'm not sure taking it as the powder is.
No, that's obviously not how it's meant to be eaten, but the fact that I can still kind of enjoy it like that means that it's not bad at all.
Could possibly be a flavouring for plain crisps.
Oh, yeah. If you put this on plain crisps, they'll be a lot better than they were before.
A little sprinkle in the bag, tip the bag upside down, give them a shake about.
Yep. What they suggest it for is salads, noodles or pasta, rice, steak, interestingly, and soups.
Soups was what I was thinking myself.
Yeah, soup sounds good. Steak. I don't know if I'd want Thai green steak myself. I hear Thai green crickets are pretty good, though, for the weird bug eating people in the group.
Not for me, though.
No, but there are a select few who are into that, you know?
There is. We will name them as well, Kevin Tilly.
Ah, it is Kevin, is it? I was wondering. Thought it might be, though.
Yeah, he likes the odd bugger too.
So yeah, that's actually a surprisingly nice Thai green curry seasoning. A lot better than I thought it would be, given the tom yum only did so much to amp up a tom yum.
Looking at
I
how
think it is very
fluffy,
much I was just using it wrong.
the powder was on there, it looks like you could just add it to one of those cup of noodle things and just give it a bit of a better flavour.
I mean, that's more or less what I did with the tom yum, but put it on something that isn't already tom yum or Thai green curry,
Yeah.
and then you'll get a lot more out of it.
Stu Walker just says, yes, crickets is a Kevin Tilly speciality.
Yep. I knew I'd seen somebody have them here. Right, I'm going to wash some of that out my mouth with the milk, because being powder, it's stuck around a bit. And it's not bad, but I don't really want the next thing I try to taste of Thai green curry. Not when it is, in fact, a barbecue sauce. This is the Wicked Chili's Thirsty Dog. What's this? The first ingredient is cola, followed by ketchup. Then we've got... Wait, 1 second. Where's the bracket end for that? Wine vinegar, jalapeno chili, naga chili, onion, garlic, hot smoked paprika, and salt.
It's good to see Coca-Cola in the barbecue sauce, because one of the first barbecue sauce recipes I ever did was Coca-Cola burst.
Yeah, cola is a good barbecue base. You'll see, though, this one is rather more orange than most, which I'm curious about. Is that a fair amount of chili, or is that just that it's mostly ketchup, or what?
We'll know when it hits your taste buds, because they're about as accurate as they come.
So it is definitely tomatoey. It is definitely tangy. I feel like maybe the cola should have been reduced a bit more before it was added to the recipe. But I think that's just tangier than I'd like the barbecue sauce to be.
Bit more on the ketchupy side than the barbecue.
Yeah, and it seems to be a high vinegar ketchup at that.
Heat?
Heat, definitely some. I mean, it's definitely not a full-on naga sauce, but it's a lot closer to the habanero than I would have expected from what was marketed as a jalapeno-based sauce, so... Heat's definitely there.
Somebody else that says Coke is good, yep.
Sure. Then we have the Roco Loco, which is a sweet pepper ricotta sauce.
It's a lovely colour coming on my camera.
Yeah, it's a lovely color in person as well. That is an incredibly full red.
Yeah, that's what's coming through on my camera.
That's fresh, deep paint. Yeah, it's fresh, deep red paint kind of color.
Yeah.
And let me double check this. Yeah, red peppers, red chilies, ricotta chilies, sugar, ginger, lemon juice, garlic, onion, salt, wine vinegar, tapioca starch, monosodium glutamate, and acetic acid. So no coloring or anything in there. You've just got the acetic acid as preservative to make sure that it doesn't lose its color when cooking. And it really has kept it. That is beautiful to look at.
There's got to be somewhere else there's some red colour coming from. There's got to be somewhere else there's red colour coming from.
Well, according to the ingredients, it's just the peppers.
Wow.
I know, right? And you can see it's got a little bit of a syrupiness to it, but not too much. So it's not as sticky as the barbecue sauce, but definitely not as sticky as the barbecue sauce.
That
But it does
colour
still have
is
a thickness to it.
that colour is unbelievable.
Definitely peppery, a little bit fruity like the ricotta can be. Very heavy on the garlic. I mean, almost sriracha levels of heavy on the garlic. That probably sriracha levels. But yeah, it's more of a garlic and pepper sauce than the ricotta sauce I was hoping for. If a slightly fruity, very red peppery sriracha appeals to you, this is going to go down well. But what I was hoping for was something with that real gum tingle from the ricottos, and I'm not getting that.
I was
So it's
just distracted
unfortunately,
by the colour right from the beginning, mate.
yeah. It does look beautiful, but unfortunately, it's nothing too remarkable to me other than that. And then the final one from them, which I've had a look at the ingredients and doesn't actually appear to contain chili. I may have messed up on purchasing this. Is their smoking drum peach barbecue.
Not all. Most chili sauces do a couple of sauces that don't contain chili. We found
Yeah,
that
and I
out
think it's
today.
one of them.
We did one of Dan Reed's today, the black garlic barbecue sauce. Tasty, no chili, just sweet, sticky.
Yeah, sounds beautiful still.
It was very. Well, put it this way: between Amy and Adele, it was nearly not worth bothering bringing the bottle home.
Yeah, that does sound about right. And black
Black
garlic
Abbott.
barbecue, I could see that just going all over everything. This is peach, hickory smoked tomatoes, brown sugar, onion, wine vinegar again, molasses, tomato puree, garlic, smoked paprika, tamarind, mustard, cinnamon, salt, pepper, and caramel coloring. So this one does have coloring in, unlike the others. Well, technically the cola barbecue did, but that was in the cola itself. So in one of the ingredients, not as an ingredient.
Pretty nice pour on that.
Yep.
Looks like
Quite
a couple of
oniony,
big
but a nice
chunks.
soft fruit flavor in with the molasses and that touch of smoke. It is genuinely a really nice barbecue, this one. This is easily my favorite of the three.
I think I liked the. It looked like it was like had the little bits in that you can like the little chunky bits.
Mm.
Was that peach?
Let me double check, but I think that was probably the onion and the spices, if anything. But let me give it another go to be sure. Oh, yep, saw a chunk just there, so. Yeah, I think that's the onion.
That one sounds very interesting. Not just because it doesn't mention chilies in it.
A bit of chipotle in there would probably improve this, but it is very nice as is.
Stu saying he likes the wide top bottles. I do too, because it's just easier to get them out.
Yeah, Chili Bob's does do some very wide bottles.
They do.
And they do normal necked ones, like this Dragon's Breath here we saw previously, but
Whilst we're on live, we're going to say something about
others.
the Dragon's Breath chili. I'm in quite a few other chili groups, and I often see where people say the Dragon's Breath chili doesn't exist, and they say it's a myth. And I've got to say, they are talking out of their bums, because the Dragon's Breath chili is real. It does exist. And Chili Bob's, which is the guy that produced that sauce, I do believe it was his dad that created the Dragon Breath chili. And if you want to hit up Neil Price, it is the only place in the world that you will get true Dragon Breath chili seeds. but it does exist. It is
And
confirmed.
none of us know what the dragon's breath actually is, including him.
Nope.
But it's definitely a real chili, and it's definitely very, very hot.
Yep. And it does exist. It is not a myth. The dragon's breath chili does exist.
Any claims of Scoville ratings for it and it having a world record, those potentially are a myth.
Those are potentially, yes.
Really hot chili, and it is a real chili, and it actually has a really nice sort of dried raspberry flavor element to it. It is surprisingly pleasant for something so stupidly hot.
But like it says,
Oh, yeah.
if somebody tells you they've got a dragon's breath, chances are you're right. It isn't a real one. If you do want a real one, you need Chili Bob, Neil Price.
Stu wants hiccups. Yeah, all right. It's a bit vinegary on its own, this, but does go beautifully over scrambled eggs and stuff. You'll see it's fairly thin, and what thickness it has is from xanthan gum, because this is just vinegar and chili. Yep. It does need something with it to counteract that vinegar a bit.
That kicked in quick.
I'll be amazed if I'm not hiccup. There we go. There we go. I was going to say, if that didn't make me hiccup, I'd be amazed. Yeah, I'm going for the milk.
I was going to say, the hiccups does seem like they were going away on their own there. Like Stu Walker says, whoop, whoop, you Stark, Oren.
Yeah, that was a lot of that sort.
Still hiccuping while he's trying to drink the milk.
Yeah.
Hiccups or beatboxing. It's a bit of both at the moment.
God. It's not going away. The entire back of my mouth stings. Stings quite badly.
Medic!
I'll live. But maybe the full spoon is a bit much.
So there you go, guys. That's what happens with a sauce with containing dragon's breath.
Yeah, and I did try small amounts of the actual chili when it was brand new. But you don't want too much of that. I mean, even dried, I could see the oil and globules on the inside.
The dragon's breath is not a reaper.
No, the dragon's breath is not a reaper. I believe it's part 7 pot infinity. In that the story that I've heard, and I can't 100% confirm this, is that Chili Bob grew 7 pot infinity seeds from the original source, and apparently something had gone wrong somewhere, and they'd been pollinated or something, because something else grew from the seeds, so presumably it was a hybrid of the affinity and something else. None of us really know what, but whatever it is, it made it significantly hotter than the already quite super hot infinity.
And apparently it tastes a little bit better apart from more citrusy.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bit heavy on the vinegar on its own. It does need to be with something. But other than that, very nice tasting chili. Surprisingly fruity for something that is sort of Reaper level heat. And yeah, heat-wise, it does not go away. And it's calming down a bit now, but not enough of the hiccups have gone. Like, yeah. That's what the dragon's breath is like.
And that's Corin's taste buds gone for the night.
Pretty much. And certainly a lot hotter than the Naga curry I was having earlier.
Oh, curry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the family know a local place, which is they take something like an hour and a half to deliver. It's ridiculous. But they also do amazing curry, so we just order way in advance of when we want it.
Strange
But
that, because where we order from is exactly the same. You order it an hour and a half in advance, because then it turns up
yeah,
around at the right time.
yeah. Yeah, I've been through most of the menu at this point, and the only dish that's disappointed me is the vindaloo. The vindaloo, they've put no effort into the flavor at all. It's clearly just made for people who want stupid hot. Whereas you order the Naga, you get the same heat, but it's got delicious ghost pepper flavor in with it.
It actually tastes of the peppers.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't have any of Chili Bob's other sauces to hand right now, but this bottle is very similar to the bottles he uses, so that's an idea of how wide the necks are in his milder sauces. In fact, there it is compared to a spoon to really give you a better idea.
The wide neck sauces do help a lot.
Certainly on some of the thicker ones, and his milder ones tend to be a lot thicker than that dragon's breath is.
I think Hans is singing that, but I can't sing
Burmese
along.
mango is a particular favorite.
The Burmese mango is one of his biggest sellers.
Yeah, understandably, because it is gorgeous. I think it's spiced apple in with the mango that makes it sort of really light and fruity, but also you've got that undertone of the spices.
I missed out on it. He brought some of it down to edible ornamentals, and everybody else was tasting it. And at that point in time, I was having stomach problems and wasn't eating pretty much
Oh,
anything at all. And
oh.
it was like total missed out.
You can't go to a chili farm and not eat anything. Come on.
I had a hot dog. I don't usually even eat hot dogs, but I actually had a hot dog. The one thing I did eat was a hot dog, where I could have had it anywhere in the universe.
All the things for the bad stomach. Why would you pick that? Oh. Hey, Neil Price. Just been talking about your dragon's breath and your Burmese mango, and yeah, how both are quite tasty, but the dragon's breath is stupid hot, whereas the Burmese mango is just really, really nice. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, do give the dragon's breath a go, because it does genuinely have a sort of dried raspberry quality to it almost. Oh, I think we might have lost Luciano over here. I think it might just be me now. I think he might have frozen. Huh. Yeah, I think we've lost Luciano. Is it just me then for the rest of the night? Is that how this is going? Because I mean, I didn't have any closing words. I've said everything I want to say about everything I've tried, and then a few other things that I didn't plan to try. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. See you all next week, everyone. Well, hopefully Luciano will be back and not frozen. Bye.
Oops. Don't know what happened there, but Corin's gone and my computer crashed and completely switched off. So since Corin's gone, I'm going to do a runner. See you later, guys. Bye.